Today's episode of Culture Society is sponsored by So Easy, Mastering the Mix, the So Easy Way. For all your music studio needs, especially mixing and mastering, visit www.thesoeasyway.com for more details.
On another bus ride, going back to prison. I've been thugging since a youngin' in and out the system. Yeah, my mama tried to warn me, but I didn't listen. Head up, 10 down, that's just how I'm living. On another bus ride, going back to prison. I've been thugging since a youngin' in and out the system. Yeah, my mama tried to warn me, but I didn't listen. Head up, 10 down, that's just how I'm living.
Alright, what's good, man? Introduce yourself, bro.
Feel me, go ahead and tell you, man, my name Quay, I'm from Dade. You feel what I'm saying? I'm letting you know what's going on, how this shit really is, man. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me?
Okay. So let us know what got you sent to prison the first time. Just tell us the charges.
The first time I went to prison, armed robbery, armed carjacking, grand theft over 100,000.
Straight off the rip with the shits. Shit, was that the first time you got arrested too?
No, that wasn't the first time I ever got arrested. The first time I ever got arrested when I was 12, it was simple battery.
Okay.
First time I went to prison, I put them charges.
All right. So when you in county and you getting ready for your first prison term, what's going through your mind, man?
When I first went to that county.
Shit. Let's rewind. Let's rewind, bro. Let's rewind. Tell me about the day you got arrested before we even get to county.
Shit, like the day I got arrested, I'm like, damn. When they put me behind them, and when they got me, I'm like, damn, boy, it's over with. All the things I'm saying, like, my life gone, you feel me? For the action that I did, you feel what I'm saying? So I know I got to man up to the consequences behind whatever I did out here in the streets. You feel me? Just being a man, you feel me? Sticking to the code how I'm supposed to be. Everybody says crazy sticking to the code, but no, it's the right way. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your mama and your daddy raised you, you feel what I'm saying, to be righteous. Right for wrong. Us that be in the streets, we know right from wrong, but we still do wrong. So we know what comes with it, we gotta stick with it. You feel me? That's how it goes.
That's a fact. So tell me a little bit more about the situation though. Like how when you got popped, like how it happened.
Dealing with the situation, how I really got popped, you feel me? Ain't really going into too much detail, but at the end of the day, like, I got popped behind my co-defendant. Ain't no snitching or nothing went wrong. It was just then delaying the time that's moving. If I don't delay the time that moving, I get away. Both of us. But delaying, waiting on him, got me caught up. You feel what I'm saying? I had to bring the police on the high-speed chase. Put them in the dead end. I ran off from the dead end. You feel me? Put them on the foot chase, 2 hours and a half. They sent their dog, but the dog ain't catch me. They hit me with a police car. That's how they got me.
See, something told me to ask you about your arrest. I don't know what it was, but something told me. So the police hit you with the fucking car?
No, they hit me with the car. When they hit me with the car, I'm on the hood of the car. They tell me to get off the car. How can I get off the car? Y'all hit me with the car, so I'm tired. I'm out of breath. They hit me with a taser. When they hit me with the taser, they tell me to stop resisting. How can I stop resisting? And y'all zap me with the taser. If I don't zap me with the taser, it made them hit me 3 times in the face with legs.
God damn. Shit, how old you when this happened?
I was 19. 45 days after I turned 19, I got arrested.
Sheesh. Early with the shit. Alright, so now you got all these charges on you. Now let's go to county. What's going through your mind, man?
When I went in the county, first thing came to my mind, like, damn, I let the old girl down. Down, I let the wifey down. You feel me? I'm just thinking like, down, I let my whole family down, my support team down, because at the end of the day, before I did all that, I had a 9 to 5, and I'm going to school. I'm doing everything positive, but it's just the street sense in me that make me like, oh, come on. But it like, you feel me? I went off my homeboy energy. You feel me saying? My gut feeling told me, don't do it. But I go off my homeboy energy because they ain't got no money. So you feel me saying? So I'm like, shit, I'll help y'all get some type of money. Like I said, I had a 9 to 5 and all that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I went off the wrong vibe. Instead of being that positive homeboy, I led them down the wrong path. You feel me saying? Got myself fucked up in that path. You feel me? But like I said, I'm a man, I gotta deal with the consequences because I know what the actions are gonna come behind.
Shit, so did you get the bond out or you just sat in county waiting for
I rolled 2 years in the county jail. They set my bond for $500,000. Then they reduced it to $250,000. And then they try to go ahead, then they no bond with my charges. So they were just trying all type of ways to hold me down, you feel me? By me keeping my mouth closed, the reason why the state really wanted me out of everybody, because I ain't said nothing from the beginning. You feel me? I ain't making nothing, I ain't said nothing because I don't know nothing. You feel me? That's the whole thing.
That's exactly how you was supposed to play that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so when we in county and we waiting to see what's going on, what's the first offer they gave you, man?
First offer I went, they say life. Life with no parole. That's what they would kept screaming. She kept screaming. My codees, you feel me, by one admit to he was driving, by the other one admit that he did everything and I ain't got nothing to do with it. They were trying to get him less of time. By me keeping my mouth closed, they said I was the mastermind behind it.
Shit. Damn, nigga, mastermind. So what's going through your mind when they telling you this shit and you hearing everything else about your codees?
Alright, when they telling me all this, I'm hearing about my codees, I'm like, damn, I hope nobody really forward on the pressure. Because at the end of the day, we all mans. We know what we signed up for. We know, so it's all going in my mind like, man, I'm going to deal with the consequences, but everybody got to keep it solid. That's the only thing on my mind. Just keep it solid, I'm going to love you. I'm going to care for you. I can do whatever. I don't care if I'm behind this wall. I'm going to do whatever I can do for my codees. As long as they stand firm. You feel me? So that's what they did. They stand firm. You feel me? One of my codie friends, he got the same amount of time, 10 years. You feel me? My other codie friend, he played. You feel what I'm saying? He fighting right now to get his time back because he went to trial. He don't go to trial, he'll be out here with me to this day.
That shit, how long they end up giving him?
They gave him 50 and total, 25 in, 25 out.
Shit. Damn. And free that man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shit, so now, when we get in the county, is any action or is just all your homeboys and shit when we in county?
See, I got locked up in a different county. I'm from Dade, but I got locked up in Broward. So when I landed in Broward, first thing, like me and my Cody friend landed up, we had a free phone call. So we running the train on a free phone, letting our people know. So one nigga called himself getting loud. I ain't gonna lie, remember Cody, we got funky, we beat him with the phone. So like, you want the phone? All right, use it like this. This how we just beat it with the phone. It ain't no push, like ain't nothing, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, is we together. We came together, we in here together. It's what it is. We don't know y'all.
Okay. Shit, so y'all was with the shit straight off rip. Y'all already knew how it had to go down, man.
In fact, we already knew how it go down because all three have been doing time since we were a child. So we already had the mentality already, like, we gotta stand on our own. Well, we together, we gonna stand together, but at the end of the day, we got 10 toes that our mom and daddy had no birthday with, that God blessed us with. And we got a mind that we gotta use too.
All right. You got any affiliations, man?
Yeah, I'm going ahead, I'm a blood, you feel me? Sesame Money Murder, you feel me? You know, I'm affiliated with it. You know, I've been doing that for 15 years before I went in.
Okay, so when we get to county, is a lot of bloods there too?
Nah, when I get to the county, ain't a lot of blood. There ain't really no gang. A lot of dudes that, and part of that, like they be screaming gangs, majority of them dudes went to prison or joined in the county. They don't really know how a gang, I ain't gonna say a gang, because that's what the white folks label was, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's a brotherhood.
I like that.
You feel me? That's a brotherhood. They really don't know the concept of a real brotherhood, what we really stand for. You feel what I'm saying? All they know is the violence, the music that goes around, saying by different gangs what they own. But what we really based on to help out the community, to bring unity back to our black peoples, our white to all color, it don't matter what it is. You feel me? We here to build, we not here to destroy. That's the whole thing. But by gangs, period, growing, they destroying. As they destroying, they labeling us as the enemies to society, enemies to the state, period. Any type of gang, whatever gang you is, you want to be labeled as the enemy. Because they feel like we got so much reinforced, so much force and power so we can move things. But like I tell people, if we got all this power as gangs, we can bring it together to move what it's supposed to move instead of moving towards each other as violence. Because at the end of the day, we share the same blood, no matter what color you is. You feel me? Everybody done been through them struggles, every race. So as far as coming to banging, people don't know because they don't have the right big homie to lead them down that right road to know this is what it really stands for. Okay.
So when you left county and you had to go to your reception, did your Cody's leave with you or y'all left at different times?
I left before my Cody's. Like 2 weeks later, my other Cody, he landed. He landed in the same dorm with me. You feel me? We chopped it up and all that because, you know, we don't know when the last time we're gonna see each other behind that, you feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So we just keep it up, you feel me? But my older Cody friend, he landed, he came to prison a whole year later because he went to trial. He had to wait.
Okay, shit. What reception center you ended up at?
South Florida. And that South Florida reception, Jet dorm, C dorm.
You was in Jet dorm, Gladiator School.
Gladiator.
So how long it took before you got into some shit over there, man?
All right. When Cody Friend came, you feel me? You know, they had a little shit in there called K2, whatever. You feel me? I'm selling that. I sold that to one of the little Haitians. Sold it to him. Told him what I need, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, I'm my brother's keeper. You feel me? This is my co-defender. This is my dog, but it's also my brother. So at the end of the day, what I had to do is make sure he get his hygienes up. I got all mine. I'm going to go to the window and buy her food, but hygienes, we going to get this mandatory. We're going to get it off the land. Because this is what a nigga really know. You feel me? So as far as when I'm doing that, you feel me, dude, paying me. But I'm like, yo, you short something. He called himself trying to buck me. So I pulled up in his room. You feel me? He tried to trick me. He told me to put a piece of the little toilet paper holder in the door. I wouldn't do that. You know why? Because I know you're going to sneak me. My first fight in the chain gang, all right? I said, you go ahead and do that. I'm a man. I fight fair. So you go ahead and do it. I ain't going to take off on you. He did that. We fight. I'm beating his ass. But I ain't going to lie. What made me stay on his ass? When that boy ass swung that punch, and I blocked that bit, my whole body hit the wall. That's it. That nigga can't hit me. God damn! That nigga can't hit me. That what made me. But other than that, I ain't really had too many fights in the chain gang because I stay in my own lane, mind my own business.
Shit, so there was no TOH and none.
Nah, there wasn't really no TOH with me when I came up the road and stuff because a lot of people know me. You feel me? A lot of people know who I was and know me and shit. So it really wasn't too much of a TOH. You feel me, saying? Because like my demeanor when I give off, I don't give off a bad vibe. But I get off a vibe, a curious vibe as you don't know to try me or you know to try me. Because I don't say nothing, I don't look at you, I don't disrespect nobody.
Yeah, as a man should, you carry yourself like a man.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what you're saying. I mean, so tell me like your first night in this when you get shipped off. I mean, you away now. You know you gotta do this 10.
All right, the first night, they came and got me 3 in the morning time. I pack it up before they go out, they go to prison. All right. Boom, I gotta go to the county. I sat in the county. I couldn't sleep, toss and turn. Because all I'm thinking is what people be telling me about prison. First time in prison, what people telling me about prison. So my mind is like, hold on, I'm a man, but I ain't gonna let a nigga play with me. So off the dribble, I'm going ahead and for plant my roots. I'm finna go ahead and plant this right now and let you know I'm not nothing to be fucked up with. You feel me, saying? Because my model of thinking is I make an example and a statement at the same time. If I do that at the same time, nobody else ain't gonna fuck with me. That's how my mind was. I clicked in that mode instantly because at the end of the day, ain't nobody ain't gonna be there with me. Ain't nobody, you feel what I'm saying? So I had to use my mind as far as survival. It's the same thing rules applies in the streets, it applies in them. The only thing that's different is in there, it's very small. It's like a real maze. And you got people have authority, you can't really move how you want them to move. You feel me? Other than that, it's the same rules.
That shit. So tell us how many camps you've seen, man, during your bid? How many
My
camps?
whole bid, I did 5. I've been at 5 prisons.
All right, what we seen? What camps we hit?
All right, my first prison that I landed to was Jackson, CI. That's in 2012. When I first get there, they call that the Gladiator count, 5 count. Reason why they call that the Gladiator count, because at the end of the day, it was straight wars popping off. You don't know when a war pop off. You don't never know. When I got there in the middle of a war. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is like, yo, I get a letter. Oh yeah, homies there, boom, boom, boom. This is what it is. I pull up, they tell me what's what. I can't do nothing, I can't start nothing because I don't know what's going on. At the end of the day, I gotta participate. You feel me? I participate in all that, this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, I was getting my mind right at the same time because at the end of the day, I'm keep making the same mistakes. Because I really don't know what really going on. So I'm making the same mistakes that I made in the street. Go behind my dog and they be dead wrong. But I'm going behind my brothers, really, they be dead wrong. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I had that right there, open my mind, open a piece of my third eye. To like, yo, analyze things before you make your step.
You did a lot of reading in there, huh?
I did a lot of reading and I had to get my mind focused because at the end of the day, if I don't have my mind focused, I won't be ready for society.
Man, what kind of books you was reading, bro?
See, I was in there reading it's a book called The Prince. You feel me? It's called the author name Machiavelli. That's the author. What it's based about, where he telling you how to move, he giving you wisdom, all that. It go way back in the 1800s and stuff. He really he break it down. Like, a part that I took from, he told me this right in that book. He say, man, it's two type of traits no man never know what they have. The only thing they know is one trait they have in their life. It's a lion, but they don't know. They have two type of traits. It's a lion and a fox. They have the lion for the brave-hearted. They have a fox for the con. If you push a fox in the corner, a fox gonna go ahead and show you his weakness and all that till you find an escape route to get from Ryan. When he find that escape route, he gone. That's the two type of traits a man have in them.
What's the name of that book again?
It's called The Prince, by the author Machiavelli.
Okay. Shit, was you reading on the streets too, or that started when you
I was reading on the streets, and this is what happened. I was reading on the streets and all that, but when I went to prison, I had an old dude told me, he like, man, Quay, man, I'm finna go in here, I bet you $100. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you $100. I just need you to read this book right here. It's a book called Windmill of God for Sidney Shepherd. It was just a regular CNA book and all that. He like, bro, I want to start reading these urban books. I say, man, no, I don't want the honey. You read the urban books, I'm gonna read this book then. When I want to read that book, I ain't want to read no more urban books. I want to get tuned in. What's really going on now? Cause urban books, it's the same thing I live.
Man, I feel it. Shit, so when we get, what's the worst camp? Shit, wait, hold up. We only heard Jackson. What was the other four?
Oh, Jackson. That was one. When I left Jackson, I went to Wakulla. Wakulla, it wasn't no worst camp. It was a straight camp. It was a good camp because at the end of the day, everybody just vibe relaxed. It really wasn't no violence going on. You feel me? It was like a faith-based camp. But at the end of the day, everything going on was just self-violence. It really wasn't no much violence.
Also, you was vibing.
I was just vibing. I was vibing for 2 years there.
Okay. Shit. Niggas had the phones and shit going
Everything going on. Everything on the streets is going on and none. You feel what I'm saying? You want to make a dollar, you know how to make it. One thing about it is, nobody can't stop your way of hustling. Nobody can't stop you from getting money. You don't want to stop yourself. So you're going to always find a way if you determine.
That's real shit. What's the next camp after that one?
After that, I had to go back to Jackson. I went there. That thing it really got wild. It really got wild. I done seen so much in there. I done seen niggas get raped in there. And talking about, oh yeah, this my big home. I done seen niggas you feel me, bow down to niggas that they don't supposed to bow down to. To nobody, you don't supposed to bow down to no man, but they bow down for what? But you would just sending all these wolf tickets to these little white boys, to these smaller niggas, but when that nigga step down, you bow down. You feel me? I'm playing chess. I'm playing chess. A nigga got his whole head busted wide open with the law. Why I'm playing chess with this nigga? I don't know what's going on. Shit. So his blood touched me. Now I'm feeling funny. I'm like, damn, I don't know what fool got AIDS or what. I'm feeling like, what's going on? I had to bathe 3-4 times in hot water and bleach.
Damn. Then when we leave Jackson again,
I leave Jackson. That sent me to Swanee. Now I'm gonna tell you about Swanee. Swanee built like a Confederate flag. Swanee built up like that. When I mean built like that, that's how exactly built. The officers though, just know, there's Aryan Nations and there's Unforgivens, they all the white pride. So at Swanee, any good job, medical, laundry, just know all the white people there. Any job dealing with the slave, taking out trash, cutting grass, all the black people, even down to the black officers working that. You feel me?
So it's like that.
Yeah, it's like that, and they beat you. Anybody can lie to you, they gonna beat you. Before a nigga put their hands on you, the police gonna put their hands on you. Before a nigga style you, the police gonna kill you. Right. That's how it goes. That's one. But it took for one nigga to hit one of the officers 36 times till they get their mind right.
That was the wake up call.
That was a wake up call. Then when I left there, I went to Santa Rosa. When I landed in Santa Rosa, I seen it all now. I done seen a nigga fighting for a life. I seen a nigga die in my face 3 times. 3 times. He got hit 11 times, hit in the head with a lock and all that. 7 niggas on him. Shit. All I see straight blood pouring out of him.
That cancels the next question, because that's the worst prison then, huh?
That's the worst prison that I've been in.
Santa Rosa.
Because every day you wake up, just know, all right, it's Monday through Friday. Just know you're going to be on lockdown by Tuesday, Wednesday, you're on lockdown the whole from all the way to next Tuesday or something like that. Because somebody done got hit up. Going to breakfast, ain't no cameras. Police don't know, people get away. But they get hit up for some shit they done did, or they get hit up for some hearsay, she said. Or they get hit up because a nigga trying to rob. You never know. You feel me? That's why in prison, you gotta stay in your own lane.
Shit, how long was it for you before you seen action when you touched down in Santa Rosa?
Ain't take me long. I seen action literally I'm gonna tell you, literally like a week later.
Alright, so now the action we seen when we touched down, is it different? Or it's just like, it's just consistent?
It's consistency. This ain't this action ain't the nigga get popped today, a nigga gonna get popped a month later. Nah, a nigga get popped every day. You don't never know who gonna get hit. You never know.
Shit, politics. Alright, so where you was at, man, what set was running shit?
Like where I was at, ain't like about what set running shit.
Not necessarily running shit, let's say numbers. What set had the numbers?
Like Bloods had the numbers. But what came behind the Bloods that had the numbers was the G's had the numbers. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody had their little number, but the Bloods and the G's were the deepest ones. But everybody came as one, as using their head at unity. Until somebody played. When somebody played, now we can't come as one no more. Because at the end of the day, we come as one to get money. They mean come as one to get each other, to kill each other.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Shit, so what's some of the craziest shit you seen though, man?
Some of the crazy shit I seen, man, I was standing in the open bay dorm. I go to breakfast, I come back, I lay on my bed, I'm just vibing. I see a nigga get it out, I woke up with a broomstick. When he got wrote that broomstick, he was hollering for Jesus, Lord, and everybody else who could help. But at the end of the day, that was calm, because you beat that man with a broomstick first. But now he woke you up with a broomstick. Broomstick broke. Guess you know, that broken broomstick went through that man's stomach.
I'm in.
You feel me? So that's like one of the craziest things I ever really seen. You feel me? That's one of them. But the last crazy thing I seen, man, when the dude got killed in front of me. But he played. He messing with them little Chicos. Everybody know not to mess with no short Chicos out in prison. For once, boy, they already got a short man complex. And they don't think a lot. They don't know how to speak English. So you said what you said, that man killed you. He ain't mean to kill you, but when he hit you, it killed you. You feel what I'm saying? But that's why I learned, like, yo, you gotta stay in your own lane.
Shit, if you had your preference and you could choose, we gonna open door or we gonna behind that door?
I'm going behind the door. I feel comfortable and safe behind the door. Because when that door closed at night, I'm sleeping good. I ain't worried about nobody creeping on me. Before that door open, they turn the light on. My body used to it, so I'm gonna get up on time, brush my hygiene and all that, put my shoes on, or get ready for what I gotta do. Cause when that door open, I'm watching with every action. You got to be on beat when you in there. If you're not on beat, I don't know what to tell you.
Man, what's the first, you know what I mean? The first time you walk into the cell, you know what I mean? You got your bunkie. What's that feeling like, bro?
The first time I walk in the cell, I look at my bunkie, I tell them. Just like this, I tell them who I'm is and what I'm is. I tell them what I'm on, I'm telling them I'm not coming in the room to run in the room, but I'm telling what type of person I'm is. First of all, I don't like too much traffic in and out the room. Because something come up missing, I don't want to blame you and I don't want you to blame me. That's one. Two, when you brush your teeth, we both share this sinking toilet. Spit in the toilet, don't spit in the sink because that bacteria gonna hit the nigga in their face when they wash their face. You feel what I'm saying? I let them know. And I also want to tell them, I'm a man, you a man. Anything I say wrong, man, the two things you could do, you could respect it or you could check it. I'm a man, so if you respecting it, I'm gonna respect it. If you check it, I'm gonna respect it because at the end of the day, I'm a man. Because you probably feel like I tried you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So if you feel like I tried you, that's what it is. All right, boom, we're gonna get over that. Like I say, everything don't resolve, all problem ain't a problem.
That's a fact though. That's a fact. So like, all this time down and shit, what's the worst shit like that hit the most? Like, I mean, some people take losses with their family, some people lose their girlfriends.
The whole time I was down.
You did a lot of time, man.
The whole time I was down, the worst shit that really hit the most, hit home real hard. I had an older female, you feel me, son? Since the day I got jacked up, she made sure I was straight all the way to 2016. She died of cancer. But what the reason why they hit hard to me, because she died on a Tuesday. She just sent me money and wrote me a letter, and I just talked to her on that Sunday. And she was healthy. So that would it hit me so hard, like damn. Because before then, I just lost my best, one of my dogs. You feel me? It hit home, but then now they came right here, like damn, this is one of my supports. It's gone. You feel me, son? Because now I'm like, damn, who's gonna be who out there with our kids? That's what I've been thinking.
No, none of these niggas give a fuck what you going through while you going through it either, huh?
Nah, like, some don't care. The niggas who you fuck with, ain't gotta be your niggas who you know from the streets. You could be a nigga you can know way from a different state that's locked up in there. Ain't gotta be your homeboy or nothing. Y'all can communicate on a different vibe. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody got a source of energy that they can feed off of. You feel what I'm saying? You got some people that care, some people don't really give a fuck, because they be like, man, that nigga just mad because his bitch just died. Fuck that. He can't do what he normally do. That's how some niggas thinking though.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
What up, world? It's your boy T Lyric, Mr. So Easy himself. Just want to thank everybody for coming out and following me on this journey to becoming a mix and mastering engineer. If you're an inspiring artist, please check me out. YouTube, check out my webpage. Anything's gonna be the So Easy way. So if you're looking to get your tracks mixed, get your tracks mastered, holla at your kid, man. With that being said, check out the website, check out the YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, and hey, let's do this thing the So Easy way, baby.
Yeah, PB. Nah. Came forward when the world's against you. Through the highs and lows, I'm with you. Baby girl, would you hold that pistol? Say the word, shit, blow that whistle. Came forward when the world's against you. Through the highs and lows, I'm with you. Baby girl, would you hold that pistol? Say the word.
Alright, shit. So tell me some of the craziest shit you seen, bro. Like, what was going on there, man? Tell me some crazy shit. Some of the crazy
shit I've seen in the chain game, man. I was 21 years old, man. I'm at Jackson, CI. Had an old cool nigga from Dave, nigga was fuck with, playing poker with, you know, kicking the bobo with. So he like, man, I'm finna go holler at my homeboy. I'm like, shit, alright. He slid, I ended up sliding like 30 minutes after he slid to a different dorm. He violating dude. So I'm fine, I'm hollering at my dog now. I go take me a piss. I go take me a piss. Then, well, I go take me a piss. All I just hear, before I take a piss, all I hear like, man, oh, you finna suck my dick. They were the old cool and his homeboy. So I'm like, man, what's going on? I go take a piss. The punk come back in like, yeah, I'm finna suck your dick. But the punk ain't suck no dick. The punk cut that boy balls open with a razor. With a whole razor. That boy bleeding everywhere. But the old cool nigga knocked the punk out behind still. By playing them crazy games, that's the consequences, you feel what I'm saying? Because everybody not on that type of time. You can't force nobody to do something they don't want to do. And that's the consequence he had to take.
Just because he a punk don't mean he a punk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Always remember he a man. You feel me? And then like one of the crazy shit I ever heard, everybody know about different gangs in this world. But the chain gang got one gang, specified just for all faggots called the OK gang. And it's big. It's real big. And they have a real, and it's going, and they going to war with people, other gangs too. Yeah, because that's ex-gang members and all that involved in that.
Man, I heard about this shit in our county. I didn't know this shit was a real thing.
It's a real gang called the OK gang. They stand for OK to be gay. Never in my rules.
Yo, I'm dumbfounded right now. Yeah, I thought that was some small town shit going on here.
No, small town. That's got in the chain gang at ACI. They call it Gasia. Reason why they call it Gasia? There's more homosexuals than anything in this world, man. Right there. You will never know. You will never know.
Sheesh. Shit, wow, son.
You will never know.
That's crazy.
That's why when you in that prison, be to yourself, stay to yourself. Don't show no nigga no pictures of your family. Don't tell nobody about your lifestyle. Because they gonna feed off you, tell them that your family got money, whatever, guess what's gonna happen? You their best friend. Cause every time you hit that canteen, hey bro, buy me a burger. Hey bro, you can do this for my family and looking out for me. But the whole time they card, they card got money on it. You will never know. Because by you exposing your wealth to them, they gonna use and abuse you. And they don't give two fucks about you. They only gonna protect you because you looking out for them. You start looking out for them, they with the niggas they want you.
I feel bad, bro. So like, give me 3 things you learned, because obviously you did some learning.
Yeah, the 3 things I learned in prison is this right here, man. When you see something, you don't speak about it. When you hear it, you don't speak about it. You steady yourself and stay in your own lane. That's number 1. Number 2, I learned prison gonna make you or break you. I done seen prison make a nigga, I done seen prison break a nigga. The ones that they broke was the ones that weren't built for it. The ones that they were weak. It was something that they were weak for, and they got to them. Prison broke them down because they ended up going gay, or ended up working with the officers in there telling, or doing some weird things. They just losing their mind in there. So in order to that, you gotta stand firm. You gotta know who you is. Don't let them officers tell them, oh, you need psych meds and all that. You don't need none of that, because at the end of the day, before you went in there, you would think you're perfect on the streets. So don't get lost. You feel what I'm saying? Number 3, build yourself till you get back to society. Because when you step out in society, it's gonna be tough, but it ain't gonna be tough. If you build yourself and get your mental right, get yourself focused on what need to be done, not what you want to be done. It's what need to be done in order to survive and stay out here with your family to be a better person, to uplift yourself. Feel me? So when you in there, just know this: prison on a promise. One day, that's the day you come home. Don't worry about the day you come in. Don't worry about any day you doing in that bit. Don't worry about that time. The day you come home, that's the day you're trying to see to come home. Because always, mind over matter. No matter what the situation is, it's mind over matter. I'm not a Bible person, but I can tell you one thing. James 1 and 2, it say put everything on your back, count it all joy. That dealing with your trials and tribulations.
Okay. So you said that. So do you believe in any religion?
Like me, I believe in the God. You feel me? I don't against nobody religion. I study and I look up on other religions to get, because if you study on other religions and you look at it, you get a better concept of what type of life you want to go down, what path you want to go down. If you don't want to go down no path, it's good to educate yourself and uplift yourself on every aspect of religion, because at the end of the day, it's a spiritual war going on, because it's like this, all right, you Muslim, all right, boom. By you Muslim, Hebrews gonna think different from the Muslim. And the Hebrews for to think different from the Christianity. And it just goes all the way down into the Jews and all that. So it's like you gotta study everything, because in every religion, it's some type of flaw in them. It ain't righteous, but the thing about it, if you study and get into it, every religion, not saying you got to be this and be that. No, you just study, research. It open your eyes to certain things. It'll break down to you. It'll break down to you and make you think like, damn, this is the reason why the Bible being broken apart. Because if it was together, everybody would be in strength.
Okay. I was just asking, because I know a lot of people get to jail, become Bible freaks and shit. Mm-hmm. But you said you wasn't religious straight off rip before quoting the thing. I like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Shit, so tell me something else, man. What else should we know?
Like, you feel me? Like, when you end up, don't get me wrong, they say prison is a bad thing, whatever. That's a bad thing because you far away from your family. But they offer you good things to motivate yourself to when you get back to society. When I was in there, I accomplished my CDL license. I done accomplished high school diploma. I done did all that and to stay focused. I done got up every morning knowing I don't got no game time, doing day for day, 120 months, day for day. Bust my ass on that out there cutting grass. I'm in the box feeding people their breakfast. I'm in the kitchen cooking for them. But as me, I choose to work, not sit around because I know I got a date. I ain't got time to play. So when I get out here, I gotta get back out here, motivation style. All right, if I can work for them, I can work for out here. I can make my money. I can succeed. And never, I'm keeping my mind closed towards the boss man because I don't want to go to the boss. I can bite my tongue here at their job to get the couple $100. You feel what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You gotta use your mind. If you don't use your brain, you ain't gonna never succeed. You ain't gonna never succeed if you don't use it.
Now, tell me 3 things that you feel like could make the prison system better, man.
All right, 3 things that can make the prison better, man. If everybody use their head and build unity. When they build unity, everything that's going wrong in the prisons, it gonna come to the cease. Because one thing I know, when you cause an uproar in the prison, they gonna come to you. If they feel like they got a hold on you, it ain't nothing, they ain't bowing down. So it's the unity, that's for one. You feel me? For 2, the old heads in prison, instead of teaching a nigga how to do dumb shit and all that, cause you got some old head act like they young niggas, cause that's all they been in there. Instead of teaching us how to survive and how to growth and develop to a better person till a nigga step out in society, they gonna teach you how to smoke tunchi. They gonna teach you how to go rob a nigga. They gonna tell you about all the shit they done did. But not all of them, cause they got some hidden clauses. But at the end of the day, that's what they gonna do. Number 3, you gotta stay focused and stay dedicated because at the end of the day, you got your family that's waiting on you, and you got things that need to be done in life. And the things that need to be done in life, you gotta apply yourself to it. No matter what it is, you gotta apply yourself to it and stay dedicated and stay focused. Don't let that stress in prison bring you down to crumble you. Whatever goes on, you just gotta go and hold your head high because you know you got that day to come home. Stay out of anybody, any way of harm because you don't know when they gonna come. And stay in your own lane, mind your own business. That's how you gonna make it out of it.
Shit, we appreciate you sharing your story with us, bro. Go ahead, sign us out, man.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm Quay from there. You feel what I'm saying? I just had to go ahead and get everybody a little inspiration speech. What's going on, you feel what I'm saying? Because I did a little time, so, I want to uplift everybody that's in there who getting out and people that going in there to keep their mind clear. No matter what, your family gonna be here. You may lose some loved ones on the end, but your family gonna be here. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say your girl, I ain't gonna say your homeboy, because at the end of the day, they're statistics, not your family.